Hey, it's another new episode, and if you just watched the end of the last episode, you watched me run across to the wall there. I have not gotten any points of XP while I was running. We're just grinding Nightmare Zone. I'm going to finish using up these potions so I don't waste the money that I spent to get in here. Level up strength seems fair. And then we'll do some questing. I think this episode we're talking about doing Taste of Hope, but Taste of Hope seems super hard, so it might be King's Ransom. I'll double check what the difficulty level is on that. Also, I think King's Ransom unlocks a new prayer, which is good. So, enjoy. I'll be back in a bit. Hey, there's Strength 67. That's actually important because that puts us at 85 combat. We now qualify for all combat-related skill requirements for the quest cape, which is very exciting. There is still merit in continuing to level combat beyond that, because the remaining quests we have are going to have difficult combats, and like I've heard that doing it at 85, the minimum, can be pretty brutal. So I'm going to stay in here at least until this overload runs out, obviously. And then we'll figure out what we're doing after that. I think strength makes sense to level up because it'll help us skill other stuff and just do more damage in general when we do these missions. Yeah, see you soon. I'm going to switch to attack here because it looks like once you get attack to 67, or you get the stat to 67, the overload potion increases the bonus by 1. So it's effectively getting a +2 total to accuracy. Generally, I'm going to favor leveling strength, I think. The attack 67 got almost immediately dismissed, but now my overload potion should bump my attack up to 14 instead of 13 or something. Let's see, hold on. 15 instead of 14. So we're going to go back to strength and really just running out the clock on these absorption potions. Once they're all empty, we'll bounce out of here and we'll restock. And then I'll probably go do King's Ransom and try to do the Night Waves Training Grounds, because I think that's how you get the Chivalry Prayer. Which I kind of want the Chivalry Prayer just so I don't have to activate 2 prayers to increase my attack and strength. I think it also qualifies us for Piety once we get to level 70 prayer, which previously I was thinking wasn't going to happen, but we just get a couple more of those Dragon Slayer tasks and save all the bones, and I think it's very possible. Especially with how slow Slayer is, we've got a lot to do in that space. Oh, strength 68. It got dismissed so fast I didn't see it. That's perfect though, because we're almost out of potion. I guess we'll get pushing strength a little bit. It'd be nice to get 73 hit points, but I don't think we have enough potions to pull it in this run, and I don't want to come right back in here. I have to go do something productive, some questing, something like that. Hey, we made it to the end. 124,000 points. I ended up just using protection from melee to get as much value out of it as I possibly could. Let's try to replace all of the potions and see how much money that leaves us with, or if it even leaves us with any money at all, because it might not. Still don't quite have enough absorption potions, but it's close to paying for itself in terms of points. Okay, well that was productive. Great end to an episode, start to an episode, right? I think this was at least 3 hours in this episode of non-stop Nightmare Zone. And we're now at 65 defense, 68 strength, 67 attack. Is not what we had when we first went in there. Also very close to 73 hit points. I managed to get a shitload of work done during that. Pretty much non-stop banging it out. But I would like to take a break, and then I think we're going to come back and do King's Ransom as the next quest. And then the mini quest, well, I don't know if it's actually officially a mini quest. Night Training Grounds, which will unlock Chivalry right now, and then eventually Piety once we get to level 70. And I think also gives a good amount of combat XP. Then after that's done, I think I'm good on the Nightmare Zone for a little bit. I'll probably go do some Slayer grinding. I might need to do a little bit of Nightmare Zone just to get some chores done. But we'll see. I don't want to spend too much time in there because it's, we were already at the minimum requirements finally for combat as of this episode. But it seems like having better combat stats can't hurt for making the final quest a little bit more reasonable. So we'll see in a few seconds after I come back, and we'll do King's Ransom. See ya. Hey, and there's a new spooky Halloween login screen. It's cool. It's October 24th, 2019. For me. You'll probably be watching this in like a year and a half. Alright, we're going to do King's Ransom. I have to do a quick search on what items we're going to need for it. Collect that stuff. It looks like there's no combat in this quest, even though it requires 65 defense. So, I'm excited about that. We haven't had a quest with no combat in a minute. So this quest requires a lot of stuff that we threw out to save bank space, like the black armor set and some helmets and that sort of a thing. So, I just got to go buy some copies that we'll then get rid of after the fact. So I'll go ahead and mute and fast forward while I do that. Oh, also it looks like we need to get granite, which involves mining out in the desert, so I'll do that too. Okay, I think we have everything we needed. Animate rock scroll we get during the quest. I threw it out because the wise old man said it was okay to throw it out. Boo. Talk to gossip outside the Sinclair mansion. Oh, that's a murder mystery mansion. Okay. I need to deposit these water skins because they're apparently super fucking heavy. I remember you. You're the one that discovered Lord Sinclair's murderer. Strange things are afoot once again at the Circle K. Didn't hear it from me, but I heard the Sinclair family have been vamoosed, or they've vamoosed. Just up and left the mansion. The murderer get away? Anna is safely locked in the Sears Village jail. She'll be going to trial soon. That who they arrested? Never mind. Guard received evidence from one of the family members that conclusively proved Anna did it. All other evidence was thrown out. It was that good. Oh, I wonder if, like, they didn't want to write custom dialogue based on who was the murderer in your version of the story. Because I think it actually was Anna in ours, but it was so long ago now I don't remember. Maybe they wanted to get away from the memory of their father's death. King Arthur's also disappeared. Guard in the garden is investigating it. Okay. Maybe King Arthur's been called back to Britain. Town gossip informed me that something was amiss. I've come to offer my assistance. Finally, that man serves a purpose. Baffled again, and my hands are tied. Sinclairs have disappeared. I'm not sorry to see them go. Worries me is the disappearance of King Arthur and his knights. They haven't returned to their other realm, have they? There's no evidence to suggest that. It never sat well with the Sinclair children that their old man gave the castle to King Arthur and moved the family to this mansion. The murder of old Sinclair was the first step in a deeper plot to retake their birthright. Ooh. What evidence have you gathered? That's the problem. The Sears Village Council has forbidden the guards from breaking into Camelot or the Sinclair Mansion for further investigation. To breach privacy. Okay. That's why you're happy to see me, right? A rogue party could break into the mansion and investigate further without the fear of losing their job. Am I right? Cool. Break the window. No kidding. Oh, it's already broken. Oh, it's slightly broken, so now it's easier to shatter. I see. Nice. Custom animation for it. Scrap paper. We'll meet at Camel. We'll storm. She'll ensure the servants' silence. Second floor library. Address form. Change of address to the citizens of Sears Village. Piece of Black Knight armor, which seems very out of place in the Sinclair Mansion. Oh, so this is a way that I could get the set? Oh wait, no. It's not an actual piece. Too small for your head. Should get some evidence. Proof it links the Sinclairs to Camelot. Gone to the desert. They're meeting up with a camel. No, that's Camelot. The note isn't whole. They were writing the word Camelot. They're meeting at Camelot. This is their evidence to connect the Sinclairs to King Arthur. I have proof of foul play. Black Wilhelm. The only Black Knights this side of White Wolf Mountain are those that work for Morgan Le Fay. You know Morgan Le Fay has a history of harassing Merlin and King Arthur. There's no sign of a struggle inside the mansion. We can only assume the knights are there by request. Proof the Sinclairs have left. What does this prove? Sinclairs have left for good. Premeditated their departure from the mansion. They've gone because of the note about the camel. Thank you, Meloli. All the proof we need to present to the Sears Village Council that something suspicious is going on. They'll review the evidence and hopefully give you permission to take a team to Camelot. When do you expect to go to Camelot? Perhaps I could assist you. Convenes in a month or so. They'll want days to review the evidence. Go sometime after that if none of the other guards are on holiday. There are only 4 of us, you know. What? A month or more? King Arthur could be in grave danger. You're gonna wait a month? For a rogue adventurer to take the matter into their own hands? What then? Well, if I were her, I would learn as much about the Sinclair family history as I can. That's all the advice you can give? Often the best historians are the town gossips. I'd start there. Okay. Talk to gossip. Can you tell me about the Sinclair family history? What a lurid tale that is. I could go on for hours. Please don't. Can you condense it? Tell me about the family. I've heard plenty about each of them, but I'll try to keep it as short as I can. Second. Old Lord Sinclair was a well-respected man this side of White Wolf. He was great friends with King Ulthus and did many good works for the kingdom. His children, on the other hand, were spoiled and horrid. They cared for no one but themselves and gave themselves such airs. Each had their own vice, but I didn't expect any of them would be driven to murder. living very quietly, but almost too quietly. Tell me about the mansion. The mansion's quite new. Originally, the Sinclair family lived in Camelot, although it went under a different name then. King Arthur and his knights appeared. Old Sinclair agreed with King Ulthus that the knights had greater need for the castle than the Sinclair family. They had the mansion built, packed it up with the family, and vacated. Children were furious. Felt themselves better than the knights. Anna killed her father. Tell me about Anna Sinclair. Guards were keeping her in the jail in the courthouse in Sears Village. Here she was acting like a royal pain. What's she like? She be reasoned with? She killed her own father. She's being so unreasonable that no lawyer in Galenor will represent her. Go and visit her at the Sears Village courthouse sometimes to try and keep her spirits up. Is it faster for me to walk? No, definitely not. It's Anna. Hello, do you remember me? You're the nosy person asking all those questions about Daddy's murder. So he's Daddy now, is he? He was so dear to you, why did you kill him? I didn't. No one will believe me. It was my brother. He set me up. There's hard evidence against you. It's forged. I swear I never touched that dagger or poisoned my father. I need to know where your family disappeared to. Suspicions they've reclaimed Camelot. Been locked up here since you stuck your noses into our family business. Have fun spending the rest of your life in jail. I know how to find them, but I need a favor from you in return. I need a defense lawyer. None of the ones around here will represent me. They all think I'm guilty. Maybe it's because you are guilty. What defense lawyers don't represent a guilty client? Did you see he framed me? I was a scapegoat. I don't care if you don't believe me. I know I'm innocent, but I'm also the only one that can show you how to get into Camelot. There's a secret passage I discovered as a child when I lived there. If I agree to get you a not guilty verdict at trial, you'll let me in. I don't have much of a choice. Servants will give you good testimony. You can use this as evidence. Show it to the servants. You'll find one of my siblings wear similar colors. Okay. One sec. It looks like I don't actually have to go to talk to the people at the house, which is interesting. This is kind of cool. Reminds me of Chrono Trigger. It's like courtroom scenes in RPGs. Court's now in session. Oh, that's right, they're British, so they have those funny wigs. Trial to determine the guilt or innocence of Anna Sinclair for the murder of Lord Sinclair. Prosecution ready. Prosecution's ready, Your Honor. Is the defense ready? Prosecution may present its case. I bet it looks like a modern courtroom, too. And the stenographer is a wizard. It's great. Present you with evidence that decisively proves Anna Sinclair is a murderer. Dagger was found stabbed into Lord Sinclair's body, has the fingerprints of Anna all over it. The thread was found at the scene of the crime. It matches Anna's clothes. Poison that actually killed Lord Sinclair was found at the scene of the crime and had been brought by the defendant. This woman is guilty. Thank you, prosecutor. Defense, as this is your first time in court, I'm going to explain how we do things. That's helpful. They call for a recess at any time by leading through the gate behind you. You have to start the trial over when you return. You may call witnesses by speaking to me. When you finish the witness, simply speak to me and call the next one. Job is to disprove the evidence presented by the prosecution by having your witnesses testify. If you need to hear the prosecution's case again, speak to him. Let's begin. Who would you like to call as a witness? Call the dog handler. Nice. Lore and order. I love this game. What's your name and occupation? Pierre, I'm the dog handler. Ask about the poison. Poison salesman came around the mansion and practically everyone bought some. Can you tell me who bought poison from him? Every one of the Sinclair kids did. They all had chores they were meant to do. I had a chat with the salesman. Ooh boy, any idea how strong that stuff was? Just a small amount would be enough to kill a cow. Small amount would be enough to kill a man. Suppose it would. Any one of the Sinclairs who bought poison could have done their chore. Oh man, this I literally just played Phoenix Wright 3 this week. Phoenix Wright is so frustrating because you're playing as a defense lawyer, but your job is not to cast reasonable doubt. Your job is to, with certainty, prove that somebody else did it. Like, you're basically a prosecutor. So it seems like this one is realistic. It's like, no, just try to create doubt. Seems very likely. Hey, jury. Okay, I don't need to ask him anything else. Who would you like to call as a witness? Let's do the butler. I do like, too, that like it's a question of asking the right questions, right? There are questions you can ask that make things look worse for you. Ask the butler about the dagger. I only saw Lord Sinclair handle that dagger. It was on display in the library. No one else ever touched it. I believe I saw Frank handle it once. I'm not sure what he was doing with it. You saw someone other than Anna handle the dagger? Not only has a person other than my client been identified handling the weapon, but the dagger was within easy access to anyone in the household. The client's fingerprints could have been planted on it by any other party. Nice. Let's call the maid. Mary, the maid. Ask about the night of the murder. In the kitchen with Hobbs and Louisa, helping with dinner. They gave me Lord Sinclair's meal. See Anna on the way to the study? I didn't pass her, I'm sure of that. I get past one of the other young Sinclairs, though, a man. You can't place Anna at the murder scene, but there was a man there, David, Bob, or Frank. I can't remember. Just remember it being a man. My client can't be placed at the murder scene. There's evidence that a man was there. I suspect it casts a great deal of doubt on the case. By Jove, of course. Name and occupation. Louisa, the cook. Ask about the thread. Thread could be Anna's or David's. They were always wearing something of that color. I can't say for certain who the thread belongs to. Stating there are two people this thread could have belonged to. Anyone else in the household could have known that as well. The thread could have been planted by someone else to throw suspicion on my client. You know, I think that's true. This is super cool. I feel like you could make a game that has this style of investigation where, like, the defense attorney is choosing which questions to ask. Jury, please pronounce their verdict. Not guilty. Anna Sinclair, you are declared not guilty by the jury of your peers. You're free to go. Hey, balloons. That's also very Phoenix Wright. Can't believe you did it. I'm free. What about our deal? Guards are going to take me back to cell for paperwork. Meet me there and I'll explain how to get into Camelot. Okay. Oops. Whoa. What are you doing? Okay, does she move or something? Can't believe such an incompetent fool as you managed to prove me innocent. Hey, chill out. Tell me how to get into Camelot, or I go back to the judge and tell him I have doubts about your innocence. You are demanding for a peasant, aren't you? Walk around the edge of Camelot, toward the back of the castle. From the hedges you'll be able to see the garden temple. There's a statue back there. If you pull the arm, a secret entrance appears. Is she coming with me? I have to sign some paperwork before I can leave here. Uh-huh. She's like, I'm sure a clever girl like you can figure this out on your own. Right. Hey, find the secret passage. Told you that adventurer would turn up. She believed every word. Well done, sibling. Indeed, managing a not guilty verdict to lure this cretin here as well. Great. Maybe they all killed the parent? It is like, Orient Express. You planned this from the start. Where's King Arthur and his knights? I demand answers. Feisty one, isn't she? Easily duped as well. Why, I oughta... Do you think she would want to see her? Somebody go and fetch her. Hey, it's Morgan Le Fay. Here you have something of interest to me. The meddling adventurer helped King Arthur in the past. Where's King Arthur and his knights? What have you done with them? Seen them soon, but not Arthur. He's busy at the moment. Good always. I'm tired of this. Nice. Knocks me out. Whoa! It's the knights. I like the knight Sir Tristram throwing the bouncy ball on the wall. Oh, this game is so cool. They put so much work into it. It might be silly to some people for me to be so impressed by that, but like all of that is significant animation effort for something that really doesn't matter. They could just have all of the knights standing here completely still, but you've got the one guy on the gates, you got the guy leaning against the wall. I don't know. It's effort. The quests in this game are extremely high quality. Morgan, capture you too. It was all part of my brilliant plan. I allowed her to capture me so I could find out where she was keeping you. Very clever. What's your plan, oh brilliant leader? Hey, why do I have to do all the thinking here? You're the brilliant wizard. Alright. Great plans start with knowledge. Let me bring you up to speed. Tell me where King Arthur is. It's the final blow to our morale. Morgan turned Arthur into a granite statue, taken away by the Black Knights. Too about Morgan Le Fay and the Sinclairs. Morgan's been itching to get revenge on Arthur and myself for some time. When she heard of the murder of old Sinclair, she learned she was not the only one with a vendetta against Camelot. That's kind of a cool way to tie together two seemingly unrelated quests. Because, like, Murder Mystery just felt like a goofy, funny, like, early game side quest. But they, like, tied it together because of its proximity to Camelot Castle. Bought the services of the Black Knights, and Lord Aquarius overran Camelot. We were outnumbered and taken by surprise. Sinclair stole our home, but Morgan struck the greater blow by stealing the Holy Grail. What do we do now? Gonna teleport us away? Turn us to fish and swim? Morgan cast a spell against me which appeared to have stripped me of my powers. The loss of my magic has left me befuddled. Put our heads together, we'll think of something. Escape's a short-term plan. Let's talk about long-term goals as well. Reclaim Camelot. Could reclaim Camelot from the Sinclairs of my own. I don't know I've lost my magic. Got a few tricks up my sleeve. For all their snobberies, they're just spoiled brats. Break me out of here quickly and quietly so Morgan cannot alert them. Retrieve the Holy Grail. Morgan keeps things of power near her, so the Grail will be somewhere in Keep Le Fay. Most likely be disguised and booby-trapped. Morgan has a thing about transmogrifying. Get out of the jail with all the Round Table Knights. Let them deal with the guards while you retrieve the Grail. I need to break 8 knights out of the jail? That could be troublesome. Often the most complicated things have the most simple answers. Try leading through the door, but it's locked. When has that ever stopped an intrepid adventurer such as yourself? Save King Arthur. He's been taken to the headquarters of the Black Knights. I'm not well traveled on that side of the world. I don't know how to find its exact location. To free him of the spell that turned him into a granite statue. How am I to do that? I have no idea. What? I may have no idea, but a wizard friend of mine should. His name is Wizard Cromperty. Right, because in, what was the name of that quest? Between a Rock or something? No, it was a different one. But we had that quest where we had to, animate the lady that was turned into rock in the wall, and Wizard Cromperty gave us that spell. He's very experienced in freeing people from stone because he keeps teleporting them into it. Cool. Alright, this is pretty neat. Reach event. Hey guys, I've got an idea. Whoa! That was a cool little cutscene. Talk to the knights, ask them if they have anything to help you escape. Any useful objects in your pockets? Hi, how very useful to our cause. Great, these will be a huge help. Logs, jug. Sir Palvis doesn't have any pockets. A fish in a vial. Gee, thanks. You contributed so much to my plan. A law rune. Empty bottle. Dagger and a ball of wool. Interesting. So they give you the runes for telekinetic grab. And you know to use it on the guard because he's fixing his hair. That's... this. I love this game. I don't think I would know to do that, but that's wonderful. Wow. Too cool. Use the hair clip on the lock. Oh god. Correct tumbler and height. Correct height, wrong tumbler. Wrong height, wrong tumbler. Wait, is this like Mastermind? Oh, I need to start over. Okay. It is Mastermind. Got it. Which means we need to set everything to something. Okay, so none of them are 1. That's actually really good information. Okay, number 3 is 2, so we leave that alone. None of them are 3. First 2 are 4. The last one should just be 5, right? Alright. Mastermind. What a puzzle. See, I can do Mastermind. I can't do sliding block puzzles. My wife Andrea used to play Neopets, and there was this mini game you could do to farm currency in the game, and one of them was Mastermind. Even though she was a young kid, like Mastermind is solvable. It's like tic-tac-toe or Connect 4. Like if you know the algorithm, you can always pass it before running out of time. So she would just farm tons and tons of currency in that game. Hey, go Knights. Down to the top floor. Search the table. Oh, it's like Indiana Jones. Show riddle. Seek the grail of old. No longer is it a goblet of gold. Long sees 9. You'll find what you seek. Be careful and don't peek. A wrong choice will expel you, so consider carefully each clue. 3 boxes contain only air. Beware of 3 boxes, for danger lurks there. 2 hold only rubbish, would fool you with disguise. Only 1 box holds your prize. Oh, it's a logic puzzle. Alright, this is my kind of quest. We had a courtroom puzzle, which unfortunately I basically read the solution to, but you know, it's cool that it was in the game. A Mastermind puzzle, which I like Mastermind, and then a logic puzzle. So let me write this stuff down. I'm going to mute, and I'll come back after I've typed it out. Okay, so it's not the boxes on either end. It has to be a box of roughly this height, because it says the small ones are illegal, and the tall ones are not it. Let's see. Nothing helpful in boxes great in height. It's rubbish to the right of danger. Oh. And this one is dangerous. So that means this is the only one of the correct height that could be correct. Hey, the Holy Grail drops into your pack. Free King Arthur. Arduin. Oh, right, when we freed her from the stone, that was one small favor. Okay, so this quest is actually kind of hard to get to, because you have to do that really long one first. My name is Cromperty. I'm a wizard and an inventor. Good friend Cedrador has told me all about you. Merlin sent me. King Arthur's been kidnapped and turned into a granite statue. Why would he want to be a statue? He didn't want to be a statue. Why are you telling me all this? Merlin said you might know how to free King Arthur. I don't know anything about rocks. Teleportation expert. There's this one time I teleported a girl right into a rock. What a mess that was. Yes, I remember. I was there. Oh, were you? Of course you were. Turned into a statue is very similar to being teleported into a rock. Let me see what we'll need. Spell will need a bit more oomph this time around. Well, before you were simply reanimating the person within the rock, this time we need to unravel Morgan Le Fay's spell first. Need King Arthur's most prized possession, the Holy Grail, and a piece of granite, the same rock Arthur was turned into. Take the scroll, the Holy Grail, and a piece of granite to the statue of King Arthur. Once in front of him, read the scroll and the magic should do the rest. Black Knight's Fortress. I need to disguise myself in a bronze medium helm and an iron chain body just to get past the door. That's cool. What we did before is carrying over to now. If you used a magical object to turn you into stone in the statue, would it turn him back into being human? West of Edgeville. Been a while since I've been there. Actually can use almost all of these items that they gave me. There's a couple that I don't actually want. Alright. The Black Knight's Fortress, equip the helm and chain. Enter through the guards door. Okay, and then put on the black gear. Push the wall right behind the guards door. Climb down the ladder. Free King Arthur. Nice. Victory! I still had the granite helmet, that's cool. Cutscenes are so good. I was afraid that would be the end of me. I need you to get out of here quickly before any of the Black Knights suspect something. Morgan did this to me. Take this disguise. Whoa, my character has a beard all... Oh, no, that's King Arthur wearing the disguise, okay. We at Camelot, I'll reward you generously for your aid. That's cool. Camelot. It's only a model. Shh. This is like a super reasonable and easy quest. This is like almost novice level easy, given that it requires 65 defense and like a bunch of crazy quests, like one small favor. Made it back safely. Thanks to the disguise you gave me, I arrived back just as Merlin had kicked out the Sinclair children. He scared them off with a few puffs of smoke and frogs. Been hearing a peep out of them for a while. We of the Round Table are indebted to you for all your help. Holy shit. That's a reward. 5,000 magic, 33,000 defense, which is nuts. It's most of the way to 66. I might top that off just to get the, once I get a chance to train melee, just to get some extra benefit from it. Training grounds. Knights train daily on the top floor of Camelot. They test their skill and strength against each other because of all the help you've given us. I open this training ground to you as well. Okay, so I'm guessing that's why there's a defense requirement, because you need it to be able to even attempt the training grounds. We want to do that now before I get back into like Slayer grinding, because it gives us access to new prayers and XP. Oh, he gave us a lamp too. Well, you know where that's going. Oh, don't go up the wall! Okay. Don't think I need the black gear again, but... Let me read about what we should expect for Nightwave's Trading Grounds. I think last time I looked into it, the way you can kind of cheese it, and it seems like cheesing it is not a bad idea. The way you can kind of cheese it is to poison all the knights. I might give that a try. Can't use prayer, range, or magic in the grounds. Yeah, it looks like it's rather hard if you don't do that. Looks like you can't die in there though, so that's nice. Oh, I should poison my new dragon spear and use that. I have to remember how to do Haramblin poison. Paste. Oh, you can choose to cook it poorly on purpose. I was like, am I going to be able to do this? So we want to go back to Tai Bo and I really quick. Oh, good. You know, I've always heard it pronounced mortar and pestle, but then I've heard people say mortar and pestle in like YouTube videos and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, have I been wrong this whole time? But I just Googled it in the first pronunciation, recommended as pestle. So I'm going to keep saying that. I actually got to the point where I was starting to avoid saying mortar and pestle out loud. I'll just take this tool, this item here. High bow and eye. Hey, we got a poison dragon spear. Very cool. Actually get to use this thing. That's quite exciting. Oh, looks cool too. Looks like this is a safe main game, so if I die in it, it's not a big deal. Probably going to end up just fast forwarding through this, so it seems like it's not super interesting. You go in there and you poison the dudes, and then you hide. And you do that for every night. Otherwise, it's like super hard because you have to bring a ton of high healing food. Because you can flinch them too, which I might try to do. Bring some. I have a little bit of restore potion still. Alright, here's the knight's training grounds, I think. Greetings, brave knight. Let's through that door. Training grounds. Can I go in there? Would you like to hear the rules? Yes, please. Melee combat only. Cast a spell over the ground to prevent anyone using prayer, range, or magic. Fight each of the round table knights in turn. Each knight is more skilled than the last. They have different attack styles that can be exploited. 8 knights in all. They'll each do damage not only to your hit points, but also your combat stats. If you die in the grounds, Merlin will teleport you back here. You will not lose any of your items. If you cannot complete the battle, you may exit the training grounds. If you exit or die, you'll have to start over with the first knight the next time you enter. The Great Warrior defeats Sir Lancelot, mightiest of all knights. You will receive great rewards. 2 new prayers will become available to you, and your respawn point will be set to Camelot, as well as 20,000 XP in each of your combat stats. That's cool. Let me just double check if I wanted to, because I'm probably going to have to flinch them until I poison them, right? Yeah, okay. Last time we had to flinch something was Tanglefoot, way back in Fairy Tale Part 1. Bedivere. Shit. Alright, here we go. I guess that knocks him back but doesn't actually damage him. Interesting. Alright, gonna mostly fast forward this because flinching is super boring to watch. See ya. It's getting kind of hard. I didn't bring enough tuna potatoes. I assumed that safe spotting would make it trivial, but they hit like a fucking truck. And if I make a mistake with flinching like I just did while talking, maybe I should stop talking. Fast forward the rest of it. This actually makes me really excited that we got this spear, the dragon spear, because the next best thing you can do is use the dragon dagger. The dragon dagger doesn't have access to all the combat styles. So anyway, value. I'm gonna let him die from poison and try to be ready for Lancelot's the last one. Shit. I'm stuck in here, this is bad. Perfect. Okay, here's the dream. Let's just try to do this carefully and slowly. He landed poison on him, that's exciting. Even though he's weak against Slash, looks like his defense is still pretty high against it. There are enemies that have much, much lower defense. He has like a plus 85 slash resist, slash defense. Alright, one of my low damage hits reapplied the poison, so it's doing 6 per tick again. Yeah, I'm really struggling to hit this guy. Oh my god, we're so close. There's some concern that he can despawn if we take too long to beat him, so I'm still a little stressed out during this. And even though this flinching is cheesy, like, it's very stressful and kind of difficult. Well done, young adventurer. You are truly a worthy knight. Yep, I learned how to cheese. The best of them. I just got 20,000 strength, defense, attack, and hit points XP, which I think is enough to get me a couple level ups here. So you have access to the prayers Chivalry and Piety, 20,000 XP and hit points, check attack and defense. You may also speak to Merlin to set your respawn point to Camelot. Congratulations, your defense is now 66, so we don't have to go grind it up real quick. Congratulations, hit points are now 73. Awesome. And now we are combat 86. Level 43 enemies will no longer aggro us. Alright, that was extremely exciting. Pretty pumped about all that. What are we doing next? Pink Slayer. Let's see. This episode started at 5:36. Is that right? I think it did. Hold on. Yeah. We actually started a little early because we wrapped the other one like almost an hour early. So we have until 5:44. Right? Yeah. That's divisible by 8. Okay. We're gonna go. I'm gonna try to do Jellies with melee, which might not be a good idea, but give it a shot. I'd like to level up melee more. Ranged is great. I mean, it can't hurt to get it higher, but I'd like to get my melee a bit higher without doing Nightmare Zone. So we'll see how Jellies do, and if they're not great, we'll go back and grab the ranged kit. Actually, I think I want to do this with my ranged gear anyway, because I think the Jellies use a magical attack, so my melee armor is actually kind of bad. So I suppose I'll just bring both. Why not? I can freely switch to the rune crossbow if I want to. Yeah, let's see how this does. If I resist most attacks, then I'll go ahead and keep hitting them with melee. If it's painful, I'll switch to ranged. And kind of sort of AFK it. Melee is not terrible in here. I'm going to have to eat all of these lobsters, and I guess when I do that, I'll just switch to range and finish off the rest of them. And we're going for, what's the drop? Mithril boots or something like that. They drop some kind of boots that we need for a hard clue stash. So that is a thing we're excited about happening. In the meantime, I'm just getting Strength XP and Slayer XP. This entire task will not be enough to hit 65 Slayer. Woof. Oh, cool. Jellies actually have a superior rune. I guess I should figure out where the safe spot is in that case. Always south of the Jelly Chamber. Let me make sure I'm near there. As I just unlocked superiors, it would not be great for that to be during a melee test. Hey, we got a brimstone key. That's always exciting. Hey, mithril boots. I love how they sell for 339 gold on the Grand Exchange, and they're a 1 in 128 drop. Oh, to be kind of an Iron Man. Well, that was the thing that we wanted from these guys. Now we just need to grind through the rest of them to get the next Slayer task. Oh, hey, hard clue scroll. Let's go do that. That breaks things up a little bit. How many natural fires burn in Rogue's Den? What makes them natural? Okay, whatever. I guess it's 2. Another clue scroll. Ugh. West of the Wilderness Agility course. Gross. Okay. Well, let me go get my gear set for that. Switch to a low pop world before I forget. It is earlier in the morning, so I should be a little protected, but still. Hey, look at that. It's a stash thing we can actually do. In the dream. I think I built and filled this one, but I'll double check. Pretty sure I did. Okay, so I have the items for this one. This is the one that required the blue d'hide chaps, which is why I didn't build a stash for it, because something else also required it. I didn't want to have to go to 2 stashes. This is in the mountain camp? What is the mountain camp? Control stronghold. Oh. Here's, okay, I know where that is. Gotcha. We want... Rune full helm. Oh, hey, I didn't throw it out from earlier. Fire battle staff. Blue d'hide chaps. Make sure I put the rune full helm in this thing so I don't accidentally sell this later or alch it later. I got that. Warhammer 2. I guess I should build the stash on there even if I don't deposit stuff into it. That's teak logs. Ooh. 2 teak planks. 10 nails. And, of course, the hammer and saw. I remembered this time. It's shocking, I know. Alright, stash unit has been built. Pretty sure I have to fight an asshole here. Yep. Hey, we got the casket. Cool, I was starting to get worried that we were gonna lose out on that. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit this, even though it's a shared stash. I guess I'll just go farm up another blue d'hide chaps once we, get to that point. Alright. Drum roll, what's in the casket? Come on, something good. Nothing. Nothing at all. Ah, well, it's, alchables, I guess. Okie dokie. Let's get back to what we were doing. Wow. 2 rune full helms in a row. It's like 40k gold. I'll take it. Jellies aren't particularly profitable, but certainly helps. Hey! Completed 56 tasks, received 18 points, can you 28, return to a Slayer Master. This was a pretty lame task. Not a lot of cool drops. We did get a Brimstone key, which is cool. We'll go back to Konar and see what the next one is. I feel like finishing Slayer to 69 is going to unlock our ability to go check out other skills again. But it's definitely the slowest of the remaining skills that we need to do. At least one that's not gated by, like, money, like construction's going to be. Yeah, let's go see what the next one is. Kalphite. Oh, boy. Kalphites suck, too. That's 2 things with shitty drops in a row. Bummer. 281 raw lobster. That's a pretty shitty result. Although, I guess if I cook all of it, then it's good low stakes food. Like, you stop burning all of my tuna potatoes on stupid shit when I can do it with less. The big thing is just like the tuna potato represents so many fewer inventory spaces used up, you know? Alright, well, I'll go do Kalphite. I think I need to make more anti-poison very soon. Oh, I could bring that book. OSRS poison book. Prayer book. Prayer book. Right clicking on it while wearing a holy symbol. Use prayer to heal poison at the cost of prayer points. Huh. I'll bring an anti-poison also, but so I have an infinite source of recovery, you know. And this is the Kalphite lair. It is not the same thing as the Kalphite cave. Oh, and I need a rope to get in there, don't I? What does it suggest for fighting the Kalphite queen? I'm not planning to actually fight her, but 90 plus HP. 85 plus, yeah, okay. Womp womp. One of these days. I might actually be able to, like, I'm significantly higher range level and have better gear now than when I was fighting Kalphites last time, so I might be able to fight the really big ones instead of soldiers. We shall see when we get there. Soldiers might still be more efficient, like XP per hour. I'm actually wondering if the Slayer helmet, the bonus to accuracy from the Slayer helmet alone is going to be enough to make the bigger guys more efficient now. It's pretty significant, I think. Okay, off we go. I guess if I fight the Guardians, I don't have a safe place to constantly shoot them from. Like, I have to keep running into the room, running out, which is not great for AFK-ish farming. Let me hit one. I'm just curious, like, what fighting it looks like, and then make a decision. I think I'm going to do soldiers, but I would be interested to see how much quicker I kill these things now. I mentioned this earlier, but I should go back to the earlier VODs. I'm pretty sure I was averaging about 7k Slayer XP per hour. before getting the Slayer helmet, and now we're at 10k per hour. I don't know if I can calculate how many hours that would have saved us. You know, getting the Slayer helmet versus skipping it and just grinding to 69 Slayer. Hey, speaking of Slayer leveling, 65. Can now equip Amethyst Broadbolts and kill Dust Devils. I've heard that Dust Devils are a fairly lucrative task if we get assigned it. Should go see what their drop table is. Amethyst Broadbolts are a cool idea, but I don't think I'll be making them in this playthrough because, if I recall correctly, they require an obscenely high fletching to make. Ants Broadbolts. Range level 61, Slayer 65. Great, great. Fired by Rune Crossbow. Yep. $76 fletching. Yeah, that's what I would call obscenely high. Amethyst bolt tips themselves require a crafting level of 83. Not happening. Dust Devils might be cool. I wonder if Konar assigns them. So many questions. She did give us a worm task right when we unlocked them. She does assign Dust Devils sometimes. 70 combat, 65 Slayer, partial completion, and Desert Treasure. All of that is true. It looks like there's a superior version. That's cool. There's not a superior Kalphite, is there? But shown up. No. Face mask, Slayer helmet, or Slayer helmet eye. Effective method to kill Dust Devils in catacombs according to these Ice Burst or Barrage. Oh. Probably won't actually try that. Smoke Dungeon has safe spots. Both of them have safe spots. Oh, drops the Dragon Chain Body, which is a 1 in 32,000 drop. But hey, it could happen. Dragon Plate Body at 90 smithing. Nope. Dust Battle Staff. Now that is kind of interesting. For air and earth runes. Crumble Undead, I guess. A couple of the blast spells. All the earth spells use that. Lumbridge Teleport. It's not super exciting, but Dragon Dagger, Red D'hide Vambraces, Black D'hide Vambraces, Runes, Leaves. Okay, so the thing that's exciting is the Dragon Chain Body and the Dust Battle Staff to a lesser extent. Well, right on. It could happen. I have to get assigned it first. I'm not going to go down there and fight them with that low of a drop chance without being on task. Anywho, back to Kalphites. finish this Kalphite task. Let's get the heck out of here. How lucky is that? 168 Dust Devils in the Catacombs of Korand, first task after unlocking Dust Devils. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take a short break, and I think we'll go do that. So we'll see. How much time is left in this episode? Oh, 30 minutes. Okay. Maybe we'll wrap the episode then, and we'll start from the next one, because I know we started this one like an hour early because of Nightmare Zone. So you thought you were going to get more content, but you're not. Thanks for watching. It's been a treat. Next episode, we're going to do that Dust Devils task. The number of quests we have remaining is dropped. Let me pull up my spreadsheet real quick. Here's the deal with quests. We have Morning's End 1 and 2, Devious Minds, Dream Mentor, Grim Tales, Monkey Madness 2, Dragon Slayer 2, Taste of Hope, Making Friends with My Arms, Song of the Elves, and Frenetic Exiles are the only quests. That's 11 left, of which we currently qualify for 3. Just qualified for Dream Mentor. Taste of Hope sounds like it's kind of hard. Morning's End 1 is the easiest of these, I think. So there's a chance I'll do that. But then that leaves us with only difficult quests remaining. And I think that's literally... I mean, Devious Minds might not be hard. Maybe we could try to grind Smithing to 65. And Making Friends with My Arm might not be too bad. So we could try to get Mining to 72. Do those in tandem. Slow down the Slayer leveling for a bit. But we're in dangerous, spooky, scary territory now, so who knows. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.